So I'm here with Earl Evans, the major sponsor of the Australian Ocean Racing Series, and also, I believe, you sponsor this event as well.
Yeah, really cool. Actual fact, a lot of fun. It's been very, very great to be involved the last 2 or 3 years. Been good to deal with yourself, obviously, and I think the recent announcement of the extension of our sponsorship for another 2 years gives good certainty for the paddlers and for the event itself, and to take it on to bigger and better things.
So Earl, I get a lot of people coming up to me saying, I want to sponsor your event, right? And I remember we were on the beach at Kaluakoi over on Molokai, and I saw you walk up to me and you said, I want to sponsor your event. And I went, oh yeah, here's another clown that wants to sponsor the events. And you've come through with the goods, and this summer in Australia we're going to see, well, the biggest ocean racing series we've ever had, and due to Shaw and Partners support. What is it for you guys that really makes you want to get involved in this sort of stuff?
It's probably two things. I mean, our business follows what its staff are passionate about. So we sponsor many different sporting events. We're big on the philanthropy side of things. So this was driven by myself, and I started 3 years ago paddling, and to be frank with you, fell in love with the sport, the beauty of it, the nature of it, the serenity of it, the health side of it, being out in the harbour. Sydney Harbour is just spectacular, and then thinking of all the paddlers in their own locations around the world where they're passionate about their location. And I thought, what a gift, I'm sitting in the middle of Sydney Harbour, and had it not been for paddling, I wouldn't be doing that. So I sort of firstly fell in love with it, then started to get to know a few of the paddlers like yourself and Corey and Jasper and just a few of them, and getting to understand the psyche and just how hard they train. And I remember seeing Corey paddling and the intent of every stroke, riding over these bumps, and me sitting there thinking, how does he do that? And just the hours and hours of training. So sort of two fronts, sort of fell in love with it, and then sort of looked at it. It's great for our staff. A lot of our staff follow it. It's a healthy sport. It's putting back into the community. It's healthy for the children. It's healthy for the older guys like me, you. And so we just thought it was a great thing to do, and it's been fantastic. It's in our backyard, so it's been fabulous to be involved for the first 2 years, and we're really looking forward to the next 2 years. We just think we can step it up a little bit, and it's a growing sport. We have some of the most wonderful waterways in the world in Australia, so for us, we sort of see it as a privilege.
Fantastic, and you've done this race a couple of times yourself now.
Yep.
What's the one thing that's on your mind going into this race?
Well, the first time I did it in a double, the whole 52 Ks, I've got the benefit of a partner, and we're doing it in the relay, so 26, 27 kilometres each. That's still an awfully long way, and especially for a guy like me that tries to, does a fair bit of work, but obviously in between that a bit of training. Just not go too fast, too quick, pace yourself. You want to go out of a sprint and be the best you can. But I think just pace yourself. So a little bit nervous. It's going to be this. The last 2 years has been flat. This has got some serious swell in the middle of that channel. That channel of bones might just come out to actually haunt a few people, I think, including me on the weekend. So I'll be honest with you, I'm a bit nervous about it.
And there's a big Shaw and Partners presence here of people in your business.
Yes.
Is there an in-house competition going on here? Are we going to see, like a special award to the best Shaw and Partner performer?
Well, it's sort of the unspoken thing. I think we're all trying not to say who we think's going to get up, but we're all doing it in teams. There's a couple of the guys doing it. Let me rephrase that. A number of us are doing it in teams. There's a couple doing solo, but there's a bit of ribbing. We're all a bit nervous of each other, so we're trying to just because we know we're going to cop a pasting. Whoever sticks their head up, But there could be a bit of a prize for the winner, I think.
Yeah.
So let's hope Horder and I get up.
Yeah, well, that will be a good battle. There are some fairly solid
really
teams.
good.
Yeah. You've got Peter Foster, former Olympian.
Yeah.
So tonight, what's your thoughts? Awesome evening.
Fantastic, and I think it's really good to sort of to launch the Perth Doctor, which is an iconic event. The Dash for Cash, and part of that program, I think 2 weeks later, then doing the 20 beaches, be an amazing event. So it's sort of East Coast, West Coast scenario, and I think it just makes for 2 weeks of arguably the world's best paddling. There'll be clinics in between around the country by world's best paddlers. So in terms of the paddling scene, great to introduce people into the sport, fantastic for the people who are already in the sport, and for the spectators, you come down and watch the races and the finishes and the starts. Sensational, lots of prize money on offer, some serious prize money, really, really exciting. So it's a good build-up and a great reason to train hard, especially for the pros going into November, December. And I think for all the sort of plotters like myself, just great to set yourself a target, paddle hard, get fit, train, and be part of that sort of, couple of weeks of paddling. It'll be absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, we're talking to most of the competitors, the South Africans and the guys from America. They're all keen to come out, so it should be a fantastic summer.
Well, my business partner is South African, so he's already talking about this South African-Australian contingent, so we might get you to fly the flag for the Aussies, and we'll get someone to fly the flag for the South Africans, but he's already started. I think my boys are going to bid. I said, what do you mean my boys? Oh, the South African boys. So anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, it's been going on for a long time, so let's hope it continues. It's awesome.
Great. Thanks for your support, Dean. Thank you.
Cheers.